Hi, this is Kenzie. This is my final reflection video for TE 150 for the Global Learning Project, which was something I really enjoyed. It was a great experience, took me out of my comfort zone. Um, I would highly recommend anyone trying it, even if you're not in TE 150. But okay, so my partner was Shanshan Gayo. She was in ICA on the third floor of Hubbard, which is an international cultural aid. Which they just help international students and stuff. She's from China, and the city's called Shenzhen, which is very near Hong Kong. Um, so for our first interaction, we met at Acres Cafeteria, and kind of just because she lives in Hubbard, I live in Acres. It was just easy to meet. We kind of just picked out what we wanted to eat and then sat down and talked. So we talked about our high school systems and the differences. Like they didn't have sports like football or cheerleading like I did cheerleading. They don't have school dances, which was something that I was always a part of. Was on court and stuff for that. Learning was based on science. There was nothing else, which is kind of similar to America, as you can't talk about religion in schools and stuff, but everything was about science. And they taught English in their schools, so she was pretty fluent, but she still had a hard time being completely fluent and able to speak correctly. Not correctly, but an average American, I guess. Um, so yeah, we talked about that. And it was funny because we just wanted to see what food each other got, and got a sandwich, and I think she got the sushi that was in the cafe that day, so I thought that was interesting, I guess. Interaction two, we met in my dorm, and I introduced her to something in my culture. I couldn't really think of anything, so I went off what she said she didn't really know about, which was cheerleading. And since I knew cheerleading, I could tell her everything about it. So we watched cheerleading stage on the MHSAA website, which was streaming live. My old team was there, and so I just explained the terms to her and what cheerleading was, and she seemed really interested. I mean, a lot of people don't know the terms or anything about cheerleading, so it's always cool to introduce people to something that they don't understand, I guess. I really enjoyed it. She kept asking me about it. I would tell her, I was this girl, the girl up in the air, and stuff like that. And she wanted to see old pictures, so I showed her stuff like that. For interaction three, she introduced me to something in her culture, and I'm not very religious, but she introduced me to Buddhism, which was pretty uncomfortable for me at first because I have anxiety even going to my own kind of church. I don't know what I'm doing. So we went to a Buddhist temple in East Lansing, and we did meditation yoga, which is different from the yoga I'm used to because every time I've done yoga, it's just been um, with music and like different kind. I don't know. It's just a lot different. People talk and I don't know. It was just really calm and peaceful, and they kind of preached a little bit, and it was nothing I've ever experienced before. So that was really awesome to see what another culture does or what another religion does. Um, so I really enjoyed that. And then as an MSU student, this experience was really great. I would definitely encourage more students to go out of their comfort zones and try things within different cultures. And there's a ton of cultural events on campus and different cultural things in the area, like the Buddhist temple, or there's a program called Friends of International Students, which I was involved in, and just they have many different things that you can get exposed to different cultures, and I think that that's great. It would help get rid of stereotypes, um, and people would be able to see different perspectives on things, which people have a straightforward view. I think just having just their culture, the only one that they're exposed to. So I think exposing themselves to different cultures would just be so much more beneficial. And then as a future educator, uh, since this experience took me out of my comfort zone and let me experience an entire new culture, I will incorporate different cultures into my classroom, like multicultural teaching for sure. Um, I will hopefully get my students to interact with students of different cultures and like talk about different cultures and different perspectives in my classroom. So it's not just through American history or something like that, or just not through English or something that the students will be able to have like a bigger perspective on. So I'll also like help my students immerse themselves into different cultures and help them break down stereotypes because they're the youth of our generation, they're the future, and if we can break down stereotypes starting with them, then equality and everything else will just fall into place. But I really had a great semester and I really enjoyed the Global Learning Project. Thanks.